Hi everyone, my name is Alana and today I'm doing a flow with you that I have designed to wake you up after you've been sleeping, or it can be done after a long stint of sitting down, so if you've been watching a movie or working at a desk. So hopefully this will get you feeling motivated and energized and ready to carry on with your day. Initially, in our first pose, I will lead you through a very brief meditation, and then the rest of the flow is gentle but energetic. If you have just woken up, then roll out of bed, find a nice soft surface on the ground, and let's all meet there and get started. So once you arrive on your mat, we're going to come into child's pose with our knees together, sitting back on our heels, and then dropping our forehead to the mat. Just let your hands rest by your feet and your shoulders drop down to the ears. Find some comfort in this position. We're going to allow the connection between our forehead and the ground to really start to bring our focus into this space, to this room and into our bodies. Gently just waking up our minds, letting our sleep, our dreams, and anything that happened yesterday or this past week, just letting all of that go. Realizing that it serves no purpose to us in this moment. And then I want you to start deepening the breath. So let's inhale and fill the lungs. And as we exhale, we're going to let go of all of that stuff, all of those worries or anxieties. Anything from the past that isn't serving us in this very moment. Let's do 3 more of those deep breaths, inhaling and filling the lungs, and letting it all go on the exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Great, now I want us to start bringing the focus into our bodies. How is your body feeling right now? And then start to focus on your mind and how your mind is feeling and what's going on there. And lastly, let's think about how our emotions are feeling. Just tuning into our bodies, just seeing what's going on. And now in this very moment, I'd like you to set an intention. The intention is for how you would like your body, your mind and your emotions to feel after this practice, but also especially when you go to bed tonight. The purpose of this is that we will start to set in motion with this yoga practice all the actions we need to take to feel this way when we go to bed tonight. We're starting our day as we mean to go on, setting ourselves up for a positive day. Once you've done this, we're going to start to bring some movement into our body. So let's lengthen our arms out in front of us, really stretching out the spine. And then we're going to part the knees as wide as the mat and gently drop the chest to the ground. You can rest the forehead or the chin on the mat, whichever is more comfortable for you. Let's make this a full body stretch, sinking into the hips and elongating those arms and shoulders. I want you to come onto your fingertips, and we're going to walk the hands all the way to the right hand side of the body. Once you get there, drop your head, and you should feel a good stretch along the side of the ribs. Staying on those fingertips to really deepen the stretch. Keeping the breath deep. Let's walk our hands back to center and then come all the way to the left hand side, dropping the head, feeling that stretch. Sinking into it with every exhale. Amazing. Let's come back to center. We're going to plant our hands under our shoulders and come onto our knees. If your knees are tender at all, you can put a cushion or fold up your mat underneath them. We want a stable tabletop, so our hands are directly under our shoulders and knees directly under hips. From here, we're inhaling, bending through the spine, looking up, pushing the chest forward. And then we're going to exhale and push the mat away from us, rounding through the spine, tucking the tailbone in. Inhale to look up, and exhale to push the floor away. And start doing these at your own pace, making them big and exaggerated. This is my favourite way to wake up my spine in the morning. You can start to bring other movements in, maybe incorporating the hips or the shoulders. You can come wider with the hands. So do one more round of these, and then come back to a neutral spine when you're ready. From here, we're keeping the knees exactly where they are, but we're going to start to walk the hands out in front of us, dropping into our puppy pose. However is comfortable for you, sinking the chest towards the mat, dropping the forehead or the chin. Then coming back onto your hands, let's walk ourselves back up to our tabletop. And then we're going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to send the hips up into down dog. It's going to feel stiff at first, so you can keep a slight bend in the knees. And we're going to pedal into our legs. So, exhaling, sending hips high, and pedaling one leg at a time, stretching out through those calves. Making big, exaggerated pedals with your legs here, bending one leg at a time, stretching one calf at a time. You bring the hips and the shoulders into it, just listening to your body and doing whatever feels best for you. Great, and coming to a static down dog, we're going to inhale the right leg to the sky, and we're going to, however long it takes to get there, drop the right leg in between the hands. You can walk or step it in. We're going to sink that back knee down, and we're going to come up and sink into the front hip. Inhale the arms up, exhale and sink. Let's drop hands to either side of the foot, step back into a plank. So we're starting to engage the core here. So you want to be making a nice, strong, straight line, using those abs to keep you nice and stable. Waking up our core muscles. One more breath, you can do it. And we're going to part the feet. Exhale, sending the hips high into down dog. Let's inhale, left leg to the sky, and let's drop it in between the hands at the front of the mat, dropping that back knee. We're going to inhale the arms up, and exhale to sink into that hip. Drop the hands to either side of the foot, and step back to plank. Again, bringing that core into action. If you start to shake, that's a great sign, means you're really working hard. Let's take one more breath here. Amazing. Now we're going to start to gently walk the feet to meet the hands at the front of the mat. But keep a hip width part between the feet and a slight bend in the knees. Let your upper body just feel loose over the legs, and then we're going to hold either elbow with opposite hand and just really drop that body over the legs. Hold no tension in your neck. You can shake yes or no to help it feel loose. And you can swing side to side or back and forth. Whatever feels good for you. From here we're going to roll all the way up the spine, letting the head come up last. And then we're going to inhale, lengthening the body as long as we can. And exhale, and we're going to fold and drop. Perfect. You stay where you are, but I'll show you this from the front. From this ragdoll position, we're going to part the legs slightly further apart, turning them out a little bit. Drop the hands to the ground. And then if you need, you can pop cushions or blocks underneath you here. Otherwise, we are slowly and gently dropping into our yogi squat, our malasana. So here, you really want to use those elbows to push open the knees. So we're opening up through our hips. And then you can bring your hands into heart center. This is really uncomfortable for you. Get those cushions, get as many as you need, pop them underneath you, and let that lift you and relieve any pressure in your knees. Take a couple of grounding breaths here. Feel those hips coming alive. Then we want to find our way onto our bums, sitting back and bringing the soles of the feet together. You want to start opening up the feet almost like a book, so the outer edges are in contact. You can gently rock through the knees, whatever feels good for you. We're going to hold onto those feet nice and tight, and we're going to inhale and lengthen the spine, drawing those elbows into the ribs. And as you exhale, you're just going to gently fold over the legs. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. And inhaling to come back up. We're going to extend the right leg out to the side, keeping the left where it is. We're going to inhale and lengthen the spine, and as we exhale, we're folding over and taking a hold of the big toe. As we inhale again, we're going to lift left arm up and over, and then imagining there's a big beach ball in between our arms. We're rounding through that hand, bring it down towards the foot. So you should feel a great stretch along the side ribs here. And if you can come all the way down to reach the toe, but then you want to really open up through the chest, so maybe looking up to the ceiling. Inhale to come back up, but you're going to drop the left hand behind you. And as you carry on inhaling, you're pushing the hips off the ground and forward and lifting the arm up to the ceiling, reaching your body as long as you can get it to go. And exhale to come back down. Let's swap legs, extending left out to the side. Inhale and lengthen the spine, and exhale and fold to reach down to the toe. Inhale the right arm up and over. And then we're staying open through that chest, looking up to the ceiling. Inhale back up, but drop the right hand behind you and carry on that inhale, pushing the hips forward, lengthening that body. And exhale to come back down. Awesome, let's find our way over to our knees. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you can stay seated. Just find that comfortable position that works for you. Once we're here, we're going to place our left hand on the outside of our right knee. We're going to inhale, lift the spine once again, and as we exhale, placing right hand behind us, and we're twisting into the spine. So inhale and lift, and exhale and start to look behind you. Inhale to come back to center, putting the right hand on the outside of the left knee. Let's inhale and lift again, and exhale, placing left hand behind you. Inhale, lift, exhale and twist, looking behind. and inhale back to center. Amazing. We're going to open up our arms as wide as we can, pushing open that chest. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the right hand above the left and give yourself a big hug. Then we're going to join those elbows and we're going to twist the arms around each other, bringing the palms together to meet in the middle. When you're here, draw the elbows away from the body and then sink the shoulders down the spine. So you should feel a nice stretch along the back of the shoulders here. Let's inhale and open up that chest again. And swapping hands, we're going to bring left over right and give yourself a big hug. Then bringing the shoulders in to meet, twisting at the arms, bringing the palms together. Draw those elbows away from the body and then sink the shoulders away from the ears. Release those arms, give the shoulders a bit of a shake, maybe rotating them a bit. Amazing. Thank you guys so much, you did awesome. If headstand or any other inversion is something that you practice, then now would be a great time to play around with that. Get some more energy running through your body. Otherwise, now's the perfect time to go and get a coffee or some breakfast, whatever is in your morning routine that makes you feel really amazing. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for flowing with me this morning. Namaste.